How's it going out there, shipheads? Welcome back to my crazy little ship show on YouTube called Trek Mods, where I'm making ships like this. Let's check out some of them. Okay, welcome back to the Reliant / Hornet refit project. This is going to be part 11. And I got the top of the sausage section here. And I'm just looking at this 3D render on Sketchfab of the Reliant. And I got a few more windows to do. So we got little groups of two. Two there, two there. They're kind of in this little strip here. There's like an indentation, so I just put a black mark around it so I can better visualize where I'm going to drill. So it looks like we got two that aren't in the middle, but almost in line with the grid line here. If I rotate this into the right view, I can see that it's pretty much in line with the grid line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this little ruler. And just kind of line it up with that line. There. This one right there. Then we got two more back here. This one's pretty much on the grid line. At least that's where I'm putting it, because close enough is good enough for me. Right there. And the other one looks like it's pretty much at the transition point of this. So we're going to go there. Same thing, we're going right up to here. And right there. Okay, so I got like a 0.4 millimeter bit here. So I marked it on the edge, but I'm gonna try to get it in the center of this little track here, because this is the spot that gets painted gray, or a decal probably, but I'll probably end up painting it. I'd like to get it right in the center if I can. Okay, so now I got a little bit bigger one. This one's a 0.7. Just gonna go in with that. Just opens it up and smooths it out a little more, because this one's rather dull, so it doesn't really cut away big shavings, it just kind of grinds away. You get sort of a cleaner hole. Opened up a little more. All right, there we go. I'll get rid of that black marker. All right, this stuff is called Totally Awesome Cleaner. It's all around cleaner, but the thing is, it has a little bit of ammonia in it. And it cleans up Sharpie really well. Yeah. So I really liked what Ken and Jordan did with their Reliant with little beads, but I think this one's a little too small for that. So I'm just gonna keep that the way it is. So we got the bridge here, and dare I try to make these little bays of lights here. We got 3 sets of 3. We got the one right there. That's not going to be too difficult. There's already a dot to mark where it is. It'll get a fiber optic. And I have really small fiber optics from just a cheap thing from the dollar store that has little strands on it. A little battery powered light. If I can get small enough holes, I'd really like to have those lit up. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it's a little less awkward. They gotta be steady. One little twitch and this bit will just snap. Those ones, not so great. Not bad there. A little off. That one's perfect. Alright, so I think I need a little more thickness to this. If I want to get those windows in there. There's almost enough room. Not windows, but they're just little tiny yellow lights. I'd really like to see that detail. Just gonna take a piece of this. It's real thin. I'm just gonna use the lines here, I think. Because I don't need a lot of this. Get about 1 millimeter of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that around the bottom of the bridge like I did for my lower sensor dome. Just not quite as thick. I got about 1 millimeter here. It's so thin, I think I can just do this. Curl it up. Okay, so I'll add a little bit right here. Okay, so I think I can glue it and then trim it off. Just gotta kind of hold that for a second. It gets in place. We'll try and pull this sort of straight at the back. Now I can press it a little bit. Not bad. I've left it just slightly proud so that I can sand it away. It'll be nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same. I'll pull it tight, stretch it straight. And I just got to hold it there for a couple seconds. This is where a 3D printer would come in handy. Just doing stuff like this. If this was larger, it would be easy. It's just kind of small. It was hard. But okay, so that just gives me a touch more thickness to my bridge. Not really gonna notice it. No one's gonna measure that with a little tiny micrometer. So I can smooth out the front, and then I can make another attempt at making those 9 little yellow holes or yellow lights. Give it a shot anyways. So I just gotta put something on the back there, fill that up. Instead of screwing around trying to put 2 tiny little pieces in the end here, I think I'm just gonna make a plate that goes on the end of this, and maybe there's a chance I can get some of those little details in there that are on the back, because this is just smooth. I did it on the scratch built bridge module I made for my Discovery Refit Enterprise. I just carved in the little docking port and a couple little details, and I think I could even do it better now, so I'll try that. Alright, so I just need a small piece of this, and I can, best to just glue it right on there and trim away the excess. I don't feel any ridge there, any step. So I should be good to go. Okay, I'm just gonna see what the back looks like there. Pretty much the same as the Enterprise. Okay, so we've got a docking port. We've got these semicircular lights. I don't know about that. I could probably carve out these shapes here, these little panels. I have an idea to make a little inset ring right there that I can try to do. This being the size that it is, it's not going to be an easy feat, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, so I got the leather punch cutter right here. I'm not going to be able to use it on this, but I can use the circle that I want and do it manually. I'll go with the second smallest one. So I'll just remove it from the tool. Got some plastic in there. I'm gonna have to punch that out. I got that cleared out. So I'm gonna first see if I can just kind of turn it on there. See, if I was smart, I would have did this before putting that piece on. Okay, that's not gonna do it. I need gonna have to go the alternate route here. Just gonna heat this up a little bit. Not too much because I don't want it to heat up to the point of my fingers. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in here so I can heat it up better. Alright, let's delete this whole clip. Actually, we won't. I can possibly just remove this. Just like that. Okay, I'll start fresh. Poke a hole first. Approximately in the center. This little coney one. I think I want it to be thinner, if I can. only going to hold that. Maybe this eraser. That's pretty thin. There's almost nothing left. Flip it over. Okay. See that? Inset. Well, it's about as good as I'm going to be able to get that. But it's inset. It's a little circle. I don't know about the red ring around there. I'll give it a try. So those little light details. So I don't really have enough room for that. I think I'll just try to scribe a couple shapes. If there's a decal for that, then I'm just going to use the decal. I don't think so. Got the little red ring. That could be helpful. Suppose I could use a piece of this shuttle bay one. Won't be applying that. Sort of cut it out to the shape I want. It's possible. It's too small for me to be able to scratch anything into it. Alright. Take two. That's what I'm talking about. Those holes are tiny. Just a little bit of bit schmoo there. That'll do. That will do. Okay, let me go over this. Just trying to get a little bevel right there so that my fiber optic can be slightly inset or countersunk, as they say in the carpentry community. So I'll show you that. Yeah, one of these things. Just a cheap, like that. I'll pick one that doesn't have bubbles in it. So it's just a little cheapo light. I'm just gonna take one of these, pluck it right out of there. Do that thing where you melt it ore. It's a tiny dome. A tiny, tiny dome. It fits in there quite well. Okay, so there it is. Down in there, very, very tiny. I might leave the bridge dome it's translucent. I'll just mask off this part so it doesn't get light blocked. Yeah, I can probably, and I'm just gonna like go for it. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Got the back thing. Gonna put a semi-clear dome. Okay, so right here I have one of the Bussard collector domes from the NX01 that I didn't use. So that should fit right on there. Alright. Okay, it's not going to be that tall. I'm going to take the top of it down a little bit, and I'll put a cap on there. Maybe this. Or something else. Maybe one of these little circles. Something. But that'll be in the next episode. So for now, we're gonna pack it up. We're gonna pack it in, and we will let the next one begin. My last couple videos dragged on a little bit longer than usual, so I'm gonna cut this one at around a half an hour. And there we have almost our bridge for the Miranda / Hornet refit project. This is the end of part 11. Part 11, already up to 11 parts. Okay, I better get cracking on this and start getting some more stuff done faster, because I need to get this done. But we're getting there. We're getting all the little things done. And I'm going to start working on the big things. We're going to be light blocking the inside of this pretty soon. We're going to be masking this off. We're going to be getting some stuff done. So as always, thanks to everyone for tuning in, clicking on, scrolling down, subscribing, liking, commenting, everything. Thanks for all of it. I appreciate it so much. I'm Jody LaForgery, your cheap engineer, and this has been Trek Mods. Roll that beautiful starship footage.